Hey guys, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with a love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is going to be a he said, she said spread, which means I'm going to be asking 4 questions. The first question is how you see your person, how you feel about your person, what you want from this connection, and how you're going to be moving forward in this connection. I'll be asking all of those same questions from your person's perspective. This deck over here is going to represent your voice, Scorpio, and this deck over here is going to be the voice and perspective of your person, okay? Cross watchers are always welcome. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become an official sunflower. All right, let's jump right into it. I will warn you guys, this eclipse mess has got me scattered, okay? I'm feeling clumsy and a little bit forgetful, so bear with me. We're gonna get through it together, okay? All right, what messages? I'm sorry, not what messages. See, already messing up, already. Anyway, the person romantically connected to Scorpio, or the person on Scorpio's mind that they would like to be romantically connected to. How do they see, perceive, or think about this person? How does Scorpio see this person? We got the Queen of Swords. And I'm going to be answering all the questions first, and then I'll go through one by one. And the 10 of Swords. Oh, what am I? Oh my goodness. How does Scorpio feel about this person? We have the 6 of Cups. Oh, too many. I'm just going to keep this. And the 3 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. What was that? It was the King of Pentacles. All right. What does Scorpio want from this connection? What does Scorpio want from this connection? What are their highest hopes, desires, intentions for this connection? We have the 7 of Swords, the Sorceress, and the 9 of Pentacles. And how is Scorpio moving forward in this connection? What are they going to be doing next? 5 of Cups. And the Hermit. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. Now let's move on to your person, Scorpio. The person currently romantically connected to Scorpio, or the person on Scorpio's mind that they would like to be romantically connected to. How do they see Scorpio? How do they see, perceive, or think about Scorpio? I'm not taking that. That was an accident. Okay. How do they see Scorpio? How does this person see Scorpio? We have the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. The Hermit, synchronicity, Virgo energy on both sides. How does this person feel about Scorpio? How does this person feel about Scorpio? We have the Hangman and the Star. And what are this person's desires or intentions for their connection with Scorpio? What do they want from this connection with Scorpio? What does this person want from their connection with Scorpio? We have the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. And what are this person's next steps in this connection? How are they moving forward in this connection with Scorpio? What are they going to be doing next? This connection with Scorpio. The Judgment card. And the Fool with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Weird synchronicity there too with the King of Pentacles. Okay, let's get into it here. All right, the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Swords. For how you see, perceive, or think about this person. This person broke your heart. This person disappointed you. This person stabbed you in the back. They betrayed you. You feel like this person is ice cold. You feel like they don't have any emotions towards you, or if they do have emotions towards you, they always prioritize logic, okay? They always prioritize strategy. You might feel like this person is very direct or very honest in what they say. They may have said something that really hurt your feelings, or may have put you in a position to, like, I don't know, feel, I wouldn't say verbally abused, but maybe they're just very, like, blunt, or very, like, they don't have a lot of tact when they speak or something like that. Or maybe just what they said just, I don't know, reflected some sort of insecurity within you. It could be that they said something to you that already, like, triggered something that was already existing within you before you even met this person. That's kind of what it feels like. But like let's make it a little bit more big picture. I just feel like this person either disconnected from you, is not communicating with you, or they said something that really hurt you, or disappointed you in some way, right? They may have even broken up with you. That could be the thing. Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Chalices, and how you feel about this person. You feel like this person really has the capacity to be a very loving, nurturing, or open person emotionally, or that's what they trigger within you. You also feel like this person could be a really, really good partner in the long term or the long run. You might also feel like this person gives you like soulmate energy. You might feel like you guys were destined to meet or connect in some way. You might feel like this person was a past life lover or something. You may have known this person since you were young. But really, overall, what it tells me is that you feel like you have some sort of deep connection with this person, and they inspire some sort of emotion within you that makes you feel like you guys could work really well together. All right, we have the Seven of Swords, the Sorceress, and the Nine of Pentacles, and how you like what you want out of this connection. This to me speaks to you really wanting to get your life back, your mind back, your energy back, your emotions back. You don't really want to continue investing in this relationship or investing in this situation. You just feel like it's time for you to call your power back. And yeah, if you've been giving way too much power over to somebody, you need to call your power back. Allow this thing to be over, because this what it looks like to me is like you guys are definitely in separation. And as far as you know, this thing is over. It's time for you to stop obsessing, stop thinking about how they hurt you, stop lingering in that grief and that pain. I think that you've been in there long enough. I think that whatever this is, it reminded you that you are not this helpless person. You are strong. You can call into being whatever it is that you actually desire, even if it doesn't have anything to do with this person. It's time for you to reprioritize yourself and do what's best for you. Okay. We have the Five of Cups and the Hermit. How you're going to be moving forward in this connection. You're going to let it burn. You know what I'm saying? You're going to just let it burn. You're releasing what you need to release, all these heavier emotions. So if you've been wondering if you're ever going to feel better, if you're ever going to stop thinking about it, if you're ever going to stop hurting, the answer is absolutely yes. I think it's time for you to pour all of that love that you've been pouring into other people back into yourself. Okay. Once again, like I said, the Hermit is Virgo energy. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, but it doesn't have to be that. But the Hermit is just an energy of introspection, understanding that you have everything that you need inside of you. There's no love that exists outside of you to complete you, right? You are a complete whole person who deserves love and respect and all of these other things. Like you are in a position in your life or in a place in your life where it's time for you to kind of go inward. If you've been dating a lot of people, if you've been having a lot of disappointing experiences, it's time to go inward. Okay. It's time to give people a break. I wouldn't communicate with anybody that you aren't like already speaking to. Okay. And even if you need to break away or separate yourself from like your roster for a time, then do that too. I would recommend that if you've been dating, if you've been putting yourself out there and you've just been feeling really disappointed or experiencing a lot of disappointment with the people that you feel like you're connected to the most, it's time for you to go inward. It's time for you to do some self-reflection. And really, this is not about thinking and analyzing. This is about really just loving yourself, really just realizing that there's nothing outside of you that you need to be clinging on to. Okay. We have the Hermit and the Knight of Swords for how this person sees you. They see you as somebody who is not talking to them right now. Whatever reason that is, if they're the ones who initiated the separation, if they're the ones who betrayed you, broke up with you, said something harsh to you that caused you to recoil, then they see it. They see that you have gone inward. They understand that you're not really talking to them. They might feel like your reaction was an overreaction or that you reacted very severely. Okay. I do see that with this Knight of Swords. They feel like maybe you're a very severe in or out ultimatum kind of person, black or white, this or that kind of energy. And they feel like just because they weren't willing to play your game or do whatever you wanted them to do or be in a relationship only in the ways in which you wanted them to be in relationship with you, that you're cutting them off and you're done. Right. So like I said, if they didn't actually break up with you, or like, let's say if you guys are on and off, that type of deal, they may see this time like they feel like it's different. Like you're not as open to them. You're shutting it down. Like your boundaries are very, very strong right now. You're being very severe right now. For those of you who just like this person may have said something that hurt your feelings and you didn't really explain like what happened or why, you just kind of ghosted them and just like left them in the dust. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. What I will say is that I feel like if that is the case, this person is like a little confused about like why you like felt the need to ghost them or like and why you felt the need to retract your energy. But that's up to you. You don't have to explain that to anybody. Okay. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. I feel like on your side, you saw potential with this person. You had real emotions for this person. And then you realized that maybe you were sacrificing something or giving something up that was important to you, or accepting less than you deserve, or accepting abuse in some shape, form, or fashion. And you were like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. So even if they didn't actually say we're over, we're done, you're like, no, we're over and we're done. And they're like, oh, dang, why you like, even if they like, even if what they did or said to you warranted a very extreme or severe reaction, they're just surprised that you're following through with it. The Hangman and the Star, Pisces and Aquarius energy here. What this tells me is that you've shifted this person's perspective. This is how they feel about you. You've shifted this person's perspective. You've illuminated something or enlightened them in some way about maybe the way that they carry themselves, or the way that they go, that the way that they just behave, or the way that they carry themselves in the world. I just feel like you've enhanced their perspective. You've helped them to see like past their own nose. You know what I mean? Like you've helped them to understand like the future is real and you have to plan for that. And there are things that you need to do. And like, there's something here with the Hangman, just a total shift in how they see the world or how they see things. They feel like you have the potential to really change their life, or you have the potential to, like, I don't know, really affect change in their life. They also saw the potential for a future with you too, or still feel that way. They also feel like they want to heal things because they do see things differently now. They understand like maybe things from a different perspective. Whatever happened between you two, they want to heal it because they feel like they see it differently now. Maybe they didn't see it at first, but they definitely see it differently now. We have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, okay, and they're in their highest hopes and desires for this connection, which is an odd energy to have in your highest hopes and desires. Like, what do they want from you? The Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. This is conflict. This is heartbreak. This is betrayal. This is a lot of stuff. Like, but really what this tells me is like, did it go too far? Like, did I go too far? Did I push them too far? Have I hurt them beyond like reconciliation? And if I have, then we really just need to let it go. Okay. So they're also having some sort of issue with completely letting this go or completely walking away because they still aren't totally certain if this is beyond repair. Okay. You don't have to confirm or deny this for them. They can make up their own mind. If you're done with them, just be done with them. But they're just trying to get to a point where they're like, is there any hope here? I'm not really sure. They just feel kind of stuck. They don't really know where to go. But I just feel like what they want right now is to understand, like, okay, is it too far gone? Is it past repair? If so, then I'm done. Like, I can really move on. I can really be done. With the Judgment and the Fool, it's the same kind of energy, how they're moving forward. They're going to make a choice. They're going to make a choice to move forward, to start again, to forget about this, to have a clean slate, and to move on with somebody else. They're not going to linger in this energy forever, and they don't want to. They feel like they have way too much to offer. They have way too much to give, like, to be worried about whether or not you're going to come back or not. And I'm not saying whether they're right or they're wrong. I'm just saying that's what I see. They just feel like it like at the end of the day, they don't have to wait on you to come back. They can just make a choice and just leave you alone because you're not talking to them anyway. So it's almost like they have to make that judgment call to protect themselves. They're hurting too. So I hope you don't think for a second that they're not feeling some type of way, because they are. Now, it depends on how long you guys have been in connection or how long you guys were together or dating or whatever, as far as the extent of how they're hurting. But what I will say is that they do feel a little bit like, they do feel sorry for whatever happened between you guys. They do have a different perspective on it, but they just want to make sure that this is done now, because once they know for sure it's done, then they can detach and they can move on, because they don't want to be lingering here in this space. All right. Does this person have any other thoughts or ideas for Scorpio right now? The person that is on this side of the spread here. What else do they want to say to Scorpio? What else do they want Scorpio to know? Let's see. Yes, it is too late. Wow. I wish you would come back. I understand you better now. See, everything I was saying. And I never want to feel that way again. I think you made this person, like, I don't know, you like retracting your energy made them feel something that they never really feel. Like there's something that they never really considered or never really thought about, and how their perspective changed. I understand you better now, and I never want to feel that way again. Their perspective changed in a way that it's like, oh, I get what I did wrong, and I get why you're upset, or I get why you feel hurt, or I get why you're not coming back. Then look at these contradictory energies. Yes, it is too late, but I wish you would come back. Like, yeah, I can't be emotionally available to you anymore, but I do wish you would come back. You see what I'm saying? It's this energy of like they just need to know that it's done for sure so they can really move on. And they're going to choose to. They're going to choose to move on. But do they want you to come back? Yeah, I would say this person might be a little bit in their ego when it comes to you. And I think that was already apparent. I was actually going to say that before I even pulled those cards. But I wouldn't take it to, like, it's almost like they're, like I said, it's a defense mechanism, like, right? Like, oh, well, Scorpio didn't want me, but I'm better than that anyway. I can do better than Scorpio anyway. And I can just go off and do my own thing anyway. I can have anything I want. All I need to know is all I need to make sure of is that Scorpio doesn't want me. And then I can just go off and do whatever I want because I don't need Scorpio. And the whole time they're like, I wish you would come back. You know, if you've already made your choice, make your choice. And it looks like you will continue to just not necessarily isolate, but just go inside and eliminate anything that you don't need. Okay. I hope that this was helpful, Scorpio, or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will be with you next time.